Hey guys, it's Magnitudex here from GamersBeverage, and although I have a new, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood gameplay video, I've kind of recorded this a long time ago, and I don't really remember what really happens in this game or why I decided to keep it. Maybe it's just because I came in first place or something like that, but um, for this commentary, I just want to do something a little bit different. I don't really want to focus so much on just, talking strategy and gameplay and like what happens in the video and how I go about doing stuff. I'll probably mention a few things here and there once in a while, just kind of like, oh, like drop the smoke bomb here and do something like this. But what I really kind of want to do is do a few kind of like different style commentaries and focus less on the gameplay, focus more on maybe issues that are at hand right now in like today's world, or even issues that plague young people like ourselves. I'm only 23. I might be an adult, legally in a sense, but at heart I'm still a kid. I still make stupid decisions. I still make stupid things that I do in my day-to-day life. I'll put certain things ahead of what really matters in life, and sometimes I'll make decisions based on the wrong person or on the wrong information. And what really I kind of want to talk to you guys about is I have this friend at work, and he decided to break up with his girlfriend of 2 or 3 years that he's been dating, and he made his decision on a number of things. He was I think he's a little bit younger than I am, but he was living at her house with her parents. He was spending a lot of money on her, and he was pretty much just kind of really ticked off with it all, that she's kind of finished high school and doesn't really have any job prospects. She's not planning to go to any kind of secondary high school or secondary education, kind of university or college. She's not really planning to do much with her life other than just kind of ride his coattails and focus on, like, kind of just reap the rewards of what he's bringing home, because he's a little bit higher position at my workplace, so he makes a little bit more money, and it's not enough money to kind of support a family or get by or anything like that, but it's still a decent job, and he's bringing home money, and the majority of his paychecks are pretty much just going to taking his girlfriend out for dinners and taking her out to movies and things like that. And he was just fed up with it all, and he kind of just broke it off with her, and then quickly decided to kind of just, I guess you guys can call it like I don't even know what the word for it is, but he just quickly picked up right where he left off from, and just found a different girlfriend. He got into like a quick relationship, and I guess it was like almost a rebound in the sense. And what he kind of was trying to do is he was trying to run away from his feelings for his ex-girlfriend, and he was trying to kind of switch those feelings that he had for his ex-girlfriend towards somebody else. And in the sense, a lot of times things won't really work out that way. And what I guess I'm trying to say to a lot of you guys, and I notice this a lot in today's young people, when they're in relationships, they almost get fixated into like one set little kind of pattern that they like to stay in, and they'll be very difficult for them to break it. So if they get into a relationship with someone and they feel comfortable, and they're not necessarily happy with that person, but they're more just kind of I'm comfortable with where I am at this point in my life. I'm comfortable with my day-to-day. I'm comfortable with what happens every single day. And it's really hard for them to kind of just, wake up and figure out that, maybe there's something better in life. Maybe you don't want to stay with the girl that finished high school and doesn't want to do anything with their life. And maybe you want to, find somebody that, somebody that's heading somewhere, somebody that's in university, somebody that's striving for something. They may not have a job, or they might have the same job as you, but at least they're putting an effort into going somewhere in life and doing something. And I guess the biggest thing that I want to like let a lot of young people know, and I know like most of you are probably like in your teen years and you're watching my videos and you're kind of like thinking like, what is this guy talking about? Like, is he's like trying to sound like one of my parents or something? But um, maybe, maybe you guys don't want to hear it from your parents, or maybe your parents just don't want to talk to you about this or something like that. But what I'm hoping that maybe you guys take away from this is that even though like I'm very close to your age, and I don't have all the answers. I don't have every answer to everything in the world, but I like to pass on some of the wisdom that I've learned and some of the things that I've experienced myself. I was in a situation where I wasn't necessarily happy with a certain girl, but I was pretty much just kind of set with it. I was just like, I'll just go along with it for the time being. I don't necessarily really feel happy right now. I'm not really just feeling it, but I don't really want to change things, because for me change is a little bit too much, and it's a little bit too much of a shock to my system, in a sense, kind of like I got poisoned right there. But that's the thing. So back to my friend, like he gets together with this other girl, and everything's great. He's coming into work with a smile on his face. I don't know why he's smiling. I'm sure you guys could probably deduce the fact as to why he's smiling with a new girlfriend, but okay, I'll leave it at that. But he's got his wallet's feeling a little bit heavier. He's got a little bit more money. He's not spending everything. He's able to make his car payments. He's able to move back in with his mom. He reconciles with his family, and then about a week or two passes by, and then all of a sudden he just pulls a 360, or sorry, not 360, about a 180 or whatever the analogy for that is. He just turns around and breaks up with the girl that he got together with recently, and goes back to his ex-girlfriend. And when I asked him, like, what were you thinking, like what was going through your mind, like he pretty much just said, it's like, I don't know what it was, but I loved her, and I was missing her, and it wasn't fair to the other person. And I kind of told him, I'm like, listen, buddy, like you, like it's ultimately your decision in the end, but you just have to kind of look at it in the perspective as where I want to be in 20 years. Whether I want to be working in the same job that I'm working, and working my butt off or working my ass off the whole time, or do I want to, maybe find somebody that makes me feel similar to the person that I feel the same with right now. Because I'll be honest with you guys, a lot of you will hear that, oh, there's like the one person for me. I personally don't really believe that there is just one person for you. If that was the case, then the very first person that I started dating back in whatever it was, grade 9, would have been, the one and only. And if I had stuck with her, then I probably would have been miserable. So at a younger age, we don't really know what we really want. And we think that, if we get a relationship, everything seems amazing, everything's new to us, and, everything's exciting, we're doing things with that person, we're enjoying ourselves, and essentially that's where we get into this routine that we're just so kind of comfortable at that point. And I just want to, just let you guys know, like, there is always something different for you. There's always a second choice for you in later on in your life. Don't settle on something that's comfortable for you. Try to go outside of your norm a little bit. Try to experiment a little bit. And if you find that you're 20, 22, and you're with someone that you really care about, and you're loving life at that point, and everything's all great and exciting for you, then definitely settle with that person. But if you get to a point in your life where you're still young and you're still kind of figuring things out, and you're only with that person because there's really no other alternative, then maybe that person really isn't the one for you, and they're not really the one. So I guess with the ending of this game coming soon, I just want to like kind of maybe start a new little trend where I'll talk about something from my own life, maybe a couple personal stories that I'll have, or things that happen throughout the day that I find just exciting and interesting to talk about. So why don't you guys let me know what you guys actually thought of this commentary, what you thought of the like the little story I told you about, or maybe if you guys have your own experience, if you know, if you guys don't feel you know, if you don't want to share it under a comment, then definitely send me like a private message, and I'll take a look at them, I'll read them. Maybe, you know, you want to ask me some advice. You know, this might sound a little weird and a little you know, Dr. Phil slash Oprah style, if you guys are in the States and you guys know who those two people are, you know, kind of psychiatrist kind of style. But don't think of it this way. Think of it as a, you know, I'm a gamer, I'm a person just like you, and maybe, you know, you've experienced a little more than I have, or I've experienced a little more than you, and I want to just kind of help you guys out, help you understand in the world that you guys are living in, and let you guys know that there's always something better and more exciting out there, or maybe you've already experienced it and you already have that better thing in your hands. But you know what, guys, I'm Magnitudex. Make sure you guys subscribe to GamersBeverage. Check out you know, me on Facebook and Twitter. I usually do a lot of like posting on there. I'll post up new videos as soon as they get uploaded, so check it out. And don't forget my TGM playlist, it helps me out quite a bit.